Welcome to Inside the Hive. I'm Ashley Hetherington, and let's talk women's basketball. With former coach Dick Dumanian stepping down and coach Craig McCord taking his place, the team has been working hard in the preseason conditioning and is anxious to get this season started. Now, most of us are used to seeing McCord down on the football field, but he is no stranger to the court. McCord led the women's basketball program at Ayersville High School for 15 years. I actually had the chance to meet up with Coach McCord and ask him about his major shift here at DC. I'm here with Coach McCord. Coach, on top of this being your first year with the Lady Yellow Jackets, and you didn't really even have a full off-season to prepare with them, what are some of the challenges you think you may face before the season starts?
Hey, thanks, Ashley, for having them on today. But, that's quite a question. We've been working hard. We've had 3 weeks of practice. I think that we had a good preseason, and being hired so late, obviously it was quite a transition for the girls. I think the big thing is getting them to buy into a new system, and that's kind of what we've been challenging them with, to play hard and try to develop an identity with them of playing hard man-to-man defense and just giving a great effort on the floor. That's one thing as any coach would want their athletes to do, is to give that great effort. That's the toughest thing to coach. We can coach the X's and the O's, and we can do the skill things like that, but effort is really tough to coach. So we're just trying to get them out and play hard. And they've kind of bought into that, and I think they've developed a real identity about playing hard and great defense. And now that's just what we want to continue to do with them as we progress through the early season here. Has it been easy? I would say no, but again, they've bought into it. And they're continuing to work hard, and we'll see here in about a week when we open up here at home with our first ball game against Olivet.
I'm sure you're going to have a few surprises throughout the season, especially the beginning. You being a new coach, new players transitioning in, but what are your expectations for the season?
Well, I think obviously our expectations is to get them to reach their potential, and obviously we want to be competitive in every game that we play in. I think that's the number one expectation. Obviously, they would tell you they would want to win the HCAC, and obviously we want to do that also. But I think if we take it one game at a time, and our goal is to be competitive each time out on the floor, and then we get just a little bit better each time that we play, I think that we would reach our potential by the end of the season, and that's what we were striving for.
Speaking of competitive players, Erica King was named HCAC Freshman of the Year last season. What's your game plan using her strengths for this season?
Well, she's a great athlete. She's a great shooter. She understands the game. And, of course, the thing that Erica will have to understand is that everybody else knows she was Freshman of the Year last year, so they're going to try to take away some of her, her skills. And we've talked real hard about that, about her taking her game to a new level, because she's going to have to do that. But obviously the ball's got to be in her hand quite often down the floor. She's a great shooter. She understands the game, like you say. But there's going to be times when also she's going to have to step back and run the point for us, and maybe give up some shooting for some other people, but she's just going to have to do that. But we have great expectations for her. I know she has great expectations for herself, and we'll just see what happens as the season progresses.
Thanks, Coach. 3 Lady Yellow Jackets made the HCAC Players to Watch list. They were senior Brooke Zacharidge from Napoleon, Ohio, junior Kim Comden from Defiance, Ohio, and sophomore Erica King from Pettisville, Ohio. Last season, Zacharidge completed 44 field goals, grabbed 89 rebounds, and led her team in free throws. Comden showed career-high numbers as a sophomore by averaging 17 minutes a game and leading her team in rebounds per night. King led the Yellow Jackets in scoring last season and was named HCAC Freshman of the Year. King earned her title by posting almost 11 points per night. The Jackets will start their season off at home on Tuesday, November 15th against Olivet. For a full roster of the team, go to DefianceAthletics.com and be sure to stay tuned in for weekly recaps of your Lady Yellow Jackets. I'm Ashley Hetherington, and thanks for joining us on Inside the Hive.